And we are back. Bianconeri FC is returned after about a week and a bit. And yes, obviously a little bit inconsistent with the uploads and obviously the past few games that have happened with Juventus. But we're just going to do a bit of a recap. First of all, we have AC Milan. And yes, like I said in my last video, in the last few minutes of my last video, I said we're going to piece the heart of the Rossoneri. And we did. We absolutely did that. And we did that with Federico Chiesa, who absolutely beasted the game. He got two great goals in the 18th minute and the 62nd minute. But wow. And yes, even Weston McKennie got on the score sheet himself, the American. It was a great pass from Kulusevski into the path of McKennie, and it was a beautiful shot with his right foot. And yes, it was absolutely fantastic from him. And yes, Chiesa, what an absolutely fantastic performance. And look at Pinsoglio, looking at Chiesa with so much grit and passion. But yes, we did defeat Milan. That was their first. That unbeaten run did come to an end, and first defeat of the season. So, yes, up yours, Rossoneri. And then we had the next game, Juventus versus Sassuolo at home. And we actually had a very, very good start to the first half. We were peppering at the goal, and there was actually Sassuolo, Pedro Obiang, got a red card. And they were just all over the place, Sassuolo, in the first half. And it didn't change. It didn't change in the second half because Danilo, who actually fired an absolute bullet of a shot into the bottom left corner, and absolutely outstanding from him. He sometimes really has those great shots where he just shoots it really powerfully and it ends up in the back of the net. And then sometimes he skies it, but this time it actually ended up coming off really nicely into the bottom left corner. Great from him. Fantastic from Danilo. And then we actually had the Frel who actually leveled it 1-1. But then Aaron Rams in the 82nd minute puts us up 2-1 ahead. And absolutely beautiful, fantastic from Ramsey. He's always poaching and putting it in the back of the net when you least expect him to, actually. And then yes, next was Cristiano Ronaldo to put it 3-1 ahead, and then that was it. Sassuolo dead and buried, and we gain the 3 points we need. But yes, unfortunately, during the game, Dybala ended up picking up an injury, which is really, disappointing because he was only just starting to, get a full steam ahead and actually get back up to speed with things. Now that this injury he's got another injury, is kind of going to set him back. So that's really unfortunate for him. It's really heartbreaking, really devastating for Dybala, and just not what he needs right now. It really is not what he needs right now. It's not what we need. It's not what he needs. So hopefully a speedy recovery, and hope to for you, Paolo, to return and in good health, of course. And then moving into the next and final game before tomorrow, we had Juventus versus Genoa. And yes, who would have expected the Tunisian 21-year-old Hamza Rafia, who, is pretty much a nobody, comes on we went to extra time the game. He comes in the 105th minute. It's level 2-2 at home. And yes, Hamza Rafia puts us up and allows us to advance through to the quarterfinals of the Coppa Italia, which we actually haven't won with Cristiano Ronaldo, so we hope to win it with him. But let's hope. Let's actually hope we advance through to the finals, because in the quarterfinals we have Spal, so that should be a very, very easy game. But it's football, so we'll see about that. And yes, moving into the next game tomorrow morning, Juventus versus Inter, Pirlo versus Conte. This is going to be an absolutely incredible game, even for neutrals as well. Really, at the top of the table, we're coming fourth at the moment, and actually Inter is coming, let's check, to be honest. They're coming second, so, we're only behind them by about, 4 points or so. So if tomorrow we win, that means we move up to third place in front of Inter, and just behind Inter, to be honest. So we actually do move up, but we're still actually a little bit behind Inter, which is very annoying. But this will be an absolutely incredible game to test and to see if we move up the ladder or if we don't. And unfortunately, we do have some players actually out at the moment, and majority due to COVID. We have Alexandro, who is out. to COVID, who tested positive actually a few weeks ago. And we also have Delict, who tested positive about a week ago or so, and Cuadrado, who's been out for a bit due to COVID as well, about a week and a bit ago. And of course, just more recently, Paulo Dybala, who's unfortunately out with his injury. And yeah, it's just really frustrating, especially Dybala himself, which is really, really, really annoying for him, especially due to the fact that, he only just came back from injury, like I was saying earlier in the video, and now this injury just puts him even worse and even more behind. He's expected to come back in early February. It is a knee injury. I mean, it's not like a ACL or anything, but it's still pretty bad. But it's just unfortunate for him. But yes, anyways, what can you do about that? We just hope he gets back to his full health and returns back to his full fitness eventually. But yes, tomorrow Juventus Inter, let's go FORZAJUVE, come on! But yes, that is all for this video, and let's hope we secure the win and the 3 points tomorrow against Inter, and Conte himself, and rip the heart out of Conte. But yes, FINOALLAFINE and FORZAJUVE!